to achieve this goal quicker, so all my weight wet. Faced with immeasurable odds, still I gave straight bets.
USC Compton, watch. Days that we know to walk through the shadow of real niggas. Man, they allowed me to be on that shit, man. That's always in my heart. That's always part of my achievement.
SHEABABYTV.
You know, no matter what, my achievement. You know what I'm saying? I was there when it happened.
Man, Kokane all the way in New York City, all the way from the West. Kokane. How you like in New York City, man?
Man, I love it, man. I always used to come out here, you know, West Coast fine here. I was born in the South Bronx, though.
What?
Yeah, I'm a Bronx baby.
Oh, that's my man. Me too. Me too.
Sure.
Okay, so growing up in the South Bronx, hip hop is in your blood, of course. You know they say it originated from the Bronx. You know that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I moved when I was 3 years old to the West Coast. Our father, Jerry Buddy Long Sr., was an integral part of Motown Records.
Crazy.
His works include Just My Imagination, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, Trouble Man, all kind of stuff. Over 500 musical composition. So he was considered musical genius at Motown.
Definitely.
And then my uncle is Willie Hutch, the one who sung I Choose You, babe.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He did the whole soundtrack for the Macro, I'll Be There. So, and my cousin is a cat by the name of Cole 187 from a group Above the Law. And that's my, you know, humble surroundings. I started my career in 1984. Was going to originally sign with Bobcat, LL Cool J's DJ, but that didn't work out because he had to go on the road with L. Then a year later, 89, I did a 3-song demo with my cousin Cole 187. They shot it to Eazy-E, and it took me about 2 weeks to get signed. I got signed in 1989 to Ruthless Records.
That was gonna be my next thing because I saw that. So, you know, how was that working with Eazy-E? You know, working with Dr. Dre. You know, working with what's my man's name? The CEO.
Oh,
Neil. Who? The CEO of
Ruthless.
Ruthless, yeah.
It was Eazy-E. That was his company.
Got you.
Jerry Heller was.
Jerry, that's the guy I'm talking about.
He had the Jewish plugs.
100%.
At that time, that's the reason why we were able to get past the controversy of them calling themselves niggas with attitudes.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So that's my humble surroundings right there. That's my start in 1989.
That's a fact. So, you know, you're still doing it, man. Still running around. You know, you in the West Coast now living?
I got properties all over, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was able to. See, Eazy-E was considered our West Coast Russell Simmons back then. Signed one of the biggest deals ever with Epic Records, Tommy Mottola and them, and even my guy, Hank Carwell, Mike Burrell.
Right.
That's how I know Mike Burrell for so many years, since 1989. And it was Poor Brocoloni, Above the Law, and a cat named Kokane, myself. And we turned our name around to mean that when you get listening to my funk warning, listening may become addicted. This is cocaine.
Right.
But see, back then the FCC laws wouldn't permit them to say cocaine because that's the worst name in the game.
Yeah.
Even though we changed it around, it was still stuck in tradition. So they turned around and called my name, Who Am I? And it kind of shut the door on cocaine when I came out with a project in 1991. But then those doors being shut was a blessing to me because Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, NWA, Above the Law, you know, Dr. Dre invited me on the project called Evil for Sagging, which is their second, Straight Outta Compton, their second was Niggas for Life.
Right.
I'm one of the co-writers on Appetite of Destruction, you know, when they're in the bank doing their thing, and I wrote Eazy-E's 10 Gangsta Commandments on that project.
That's crazy.
Just as well as introducing a character named Sweet Talk. And I didn't care back then if they didn't want to say my name on the radio because I, you know, 91, I was double platinum. 100%,
100%. Yeah, so you got new music and stuff like right now you pushing?
Absolutely, man.
Because one thing I like, you got the CDs.
Yeah.
I like seeing artists with CDs, vinyls. Yeah. It feels real to me, man. You know, a lot of people think I'm a YN, and I'm like, I'm far from a YN. I'm an old ass nigga.
Right.
I was there around with the records, the vinyls. I like seeing that to this day.
Yeah.
And I think artists should do that more because it just, you know, ain't nothing like going to buy an album in the store.
Well, unfortunately, you can't sign an autograph on a digital copy. I don't know who can.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? And AI can't replace the digital part, but there's pros and cons and everything. So I suggest people take the pro side of AI and get involved because you always want to change with the times without compromising your own artistry, but bring an innovative approach with the times that are changing. It's just like people don't talk on block phones no more.
Yeah.
They talk on smartphones.
Yeah.
They don't talk on brick phones no more.
Yeah, I know.
So you can't talk on brick phones to your game unless you're gonna be stuck on stupid.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Through in the 90s, you know, I was able to do that. Let so many people, Tupac was my little bro. Last time that he was here, I was supposed to be out there with him in Vegas because he was starting this thing called One Nation. And the first song they did on there is on a song me and Spice went on called Fortune and Fame.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, working with all these legends, man. You know, when you came into the game working with them, was you learning from them or was you teaching them? Because it's in your blood.
It was learning.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was learning. It was teaching. You know, because I come from a musical background. So
Because all you guys are young at this time. Like
Yeah.
this is 84, 85.
you
You
gotta
say
realize we were in our 20s making millions.
crazy.
So it was wild. It was bananas back then. But to be able to go through all the 90s and touch so many people and dealing with the death of Eazy-E during the complication of AIDS, dealing with one of my little bros, Tupac, you know, it's you either love what you do or don't do it at all.
100%.
Because it's a roller coaster ride in everything we do.
Yes.
And then pound for pound, years later, because I never did lay off for the last 36 years, I'm the most featured recording collaborative artist on the planet with over 4,391 features.
God damn. Let me say that again. 4,391 features.
From big
That's
A-list
crazy.
artists to this. So I was always working like a madman for the last 36 years.
That's crazy.
And this is something, you know, if you say something like this, people gonna be like, no, you don't. You can actually go look it up. It's right there.
That's a fact. You know what the vibes is. We outside, New Music Wednesdays, Shade Baby, Kokane, and it's up, man.